Following the inability of the federal government and organized labor to agree on a new minimum wage for workers in Nigeria, Labour today paralyzed activities in various sectors of the economy. Frantic efforts by several interest groups, notably the National Assembly, to avert the strike failed. By midnight, Labour had announced that it was going on with the strike. As the strike got underway, showing no signs of abating, the federal government convened an emergency meeting on the tripartite committee on the new national minimum wage through National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission for Tuesday, June 4th. In Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, the labor unions led by the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) commenced their protest in the morning as workers were locked out, restricting their access to workplace. The situation was not different at the Federal Secretariat as workers were stranded and activities grounded.
I justified the strike, the actions by the labor union, because when you look at it from the scale of 1 to 10, you understand that the government is not treating civil servants fair. Even the public servants as well, they are not treating them fair. You wake up as a government, as an entity, you embark on a policy that does not have a backup. You don't have a backup plan, you don't have a strategic plan for your masses, for the masses you are governing. What makes you a leader? If you want to go on a, let's say, subsidy, you should put modalities on ground.
Even blind man, deaf and blind and deaf, dumb self, when they this country go know what they happen. We have been so, in fact, I don't know what the English when I go use. I don't know, they don't to look us finish. We don't turn to walking stick for their hand. Anywhere they want make we go, we just they use us. We don't they work. You can imagine 30,000 naira as what? As take home, as minimum wage. 30,000 naira, my brother, you know buy full crate of bottled water. 2 crates of bottled water, 30,000 no buy them again for this country. Last week, Wednesday, mudu of Gary, 1,500. As at yesterday, 1,800 for this country. If they like, may they say no. Say they no go. Say may they still die for that 60,000 naira when they talk so. Then from there, now they go no say a hungry man is an angry man.
We don't enjoy that we come out and stand in the sun and we're talking over one thing over and over again. So if they are able to do something, so the problem is not with the workforce, the problem is with the government. If the government will do the needful. Are you aware what the National Assembly goes home with? Are we demanding for so much compared to what they go home with? Why should it be that it's the workforce that should give in? Why should it be that it is us that should be the sacrificial lamb? Why is it that from on top we're not seeing sacrifice?
Activities were equally paused in the banking sector across the country as most banks' premises were seen in keys and chains. These adversely affected the people as they reported to one of our correspondents.
Now look at banks are not working. Look at everywhere. Look at filling station. People are finding it difficult to get money. Even me, as I sit down here, I have money I cannot access. I have to call somebody to transfer money here for me to access. Is it good? I have workers at the side. They need money from me. I have to enter the bank. As I speak to you, I am stranded.
The situation at the airport was the same as the usually rowdy atmosphere gave way to unusual quietness. In most cases, stranded passengers were left with no staff inside to address them.
And the morning that I dropped somebody in the airport, they didn't operate in the morning, something 6:30 in the morning.
Meanwhile, there has been a total blackout in the Federal Capital Territory as the union shut down the electricity industry in compliance with the nationwide strike. Businesses have been badly impacted by this, with those that could resulting to using of generators amid the high cost of fuel.
And the blackout is actually affecting us because we've not been able to work since morning, and we have been running on generator, which is more expensive.
Yes, seriously, we have been affected in some several parts, most especially we are selling soft drinks, because most of our customers, when they come, they used to complain that the drinks is not cold, so all this and that. And in some places we are having frozen chicken, so most of our dishes used to spoil because of the light instability. But throughout today there is no light, and to on gen is not something possible because the fog is caused everything. Seriously, the things is getting worse.
Some residents of Abuja told the True Vision crew that the demand by Labour to the federal government is unrealistic and that Labour should go back to the negotiating table and make things right.
With respect to Labour, I think Labour should also look at it very well and see how they can come down so that they can meet the government midway instead of insisting on the 490 naira they are asking for. I believe that they can come down so that the organized private sector can also be able to pay. Because if you are asking for 400 and something thousand, how many organized private sector will be able to pay? This will mean that at the end of the day, there's going to be retrenchment, of course. That is, if they are going to pay at all, there's going to be retrenchment, and the cost of materials will continue to go up.
I'm not happy with the Labour leadership. The reason why I'm not happy is because if he wants to bargain, let him say something that is realistic. I think the government is not taking him serious. Why will you talk about minimum wage of 600,000? Where is the money going to come from? What about the private sector? Who has the money to pay?
Government should listen to the decision. They have to listen to the Labour's decision. Even though they cannot do what they want them to do 100%, but at least let them negotiate in a positive way so that the thing will be solved and people will be doing their things normal.
Also, some other unions like ASU and TUC have shut down their workplaces to join the nationwide strike. Labour, led by the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC, are demanding a new minimum wage structure for Nigerian workers from 30,000 naira to 494,000 naira. The federal government and employees have offered 60,000 naira, which Labour turned down. Labour commends a nationwide strike action today. The demand for a new minimum wage comes in the wake of rising cost of living, fueled by the removal of the subsidy on petroleum and merging of the exchange rate that has effectively devalued the naira substantially. Nigerian workers were expecting that there will be an announcement during the May Day celebration, but that did not happen. With food prices, transport fares, electricity tariffs and other costs hitting the roof, Labour activated its machinery for wage demand. The unions are also demanding that the federal government rescinds the increase in the electricity tariff. It will be recalled that the previous meeting of the committee had ended abruptly on May 31st, when Labour turned down the 60,000 naira offer made by the federal government in organized labour. Nigerians are anxiously waiting for the outcome of the negotiations to halt the slide into complete economic paralysis. Stella Carlo reporting for True Vision Online Television, the platform that democratizes the media space. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.